We gotta talk about Yael, because not enough people pay attention to the actual story of what is going on here, and it's a lot deeper than just, oh my gosh, she killed a guy with a tent peg. You know, it's a lot more than that. If you don't know the story in Judges, where it seems like the children of Israel are pretty schizophrenic, going back and forth, repenting and going to God, being saved, yay, and then just completely fleeing once that person who saved him died, and they're just like, yeah, whatever, let's do whatever we want. It's ridiculous. It's mayhem. But so we get to this time where this person named Sisera, who's of the army of Yavin, sovereign of Canaan, the leader, who's Sisera, he flees to her tent, but it wasn't circumstantial. I think the way that is presented a lot of the time is, oh, he just happened to go to someone's tent and it happened to be Yael. And that is absolutely not true. What actually happened is he on purpose went to her tent. He knew exactly where their family tent was, because it says right there, for there was peace between Yavin, the sovereign of Chatzor, and the house of Yehovah the Canaanite. He went there on purpose because he knew that they weren't outright enemies. Which honestly is a red flag for the house of Yehovah the Canaanite. So hard to say that, being American at least. So that should never have been. They should never have been at peace with enemies of Israel, because that's who they were. They were enemies of Israel. They should never have been at peace with them to begin with. That was compromise already. However, it was righted, because, you know, as you go down the chapter, she does take this guy out. She's like, oh, yeah. You know, sure, come in here, don't worry about it. And then this guy asks for water and she gives him milk. I mean, that was passive aggressive, and who knows if it was laced. Probably not, I'm just kidding. Kind of, who knows. He went to sleep, he was exhausted, and then she took him out. So that's good, because at this point Israel was very clearly in battle with this army who is now taken out by Israel, and this guy was just trying to save his own skin at this point, because he already took off running on foot, it says. And so she obviously picked the right side, and she's like, okay, clearly push has come to shove, and the whole point of this story is that she said to herself very clearly, like, even though my family is at peace, like, we don't have to worry about being attacked, there's a greater battle going on, because I am of the people of Israel, and these people are coming after us. Even if not us, me and my house, you know, like, we're fine, we're chill, we're at peace, we're comfortable, we're cozy, we don't have to worry about it. But the greater, like, the actual country and the actual nation, the people that I'm a part of, are at war with these people. And so this is a wonderful, 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 powerful example of someone who didn't just be like, oh, well, I'm safe, I don't have to worry about it. No, she definitely took matters into her own hands once he came to her door, at least. And she had the opportunity and she took it. And that is actually, I mean, it's a great example. I don't know how literal we want to go, but it's the attitude that we need to have in this day, in this hour, where things are getting absolutely crazy, and it doesn't matter if you're fine for the moment, you might not be fine tomorrow. And if we don't take action, I mean, specifically in the time, you know, that I'm thinking of the polls, but more than that is prayer, and it's really coupled, because faith without works is dead. It's the same thing. We can't just pretend to have faith and that everything's going to work out. Faith without works is dead. We need to take action, because our actions are indicators of our beliefs. So if we do nothing and just, like, hope for the best, it's not going to work out. I mean, if you think about the people in North Carolina right now, and Tennessee and Georgia, that, you know, they weren't expecting to get taken out either, and they thought everything was fine, and then they got, like, decimated, pretty much. And the rest of the country can't be like, oh, well, you know, I'm safe, I don't have to worry about it, glad that didn't happen here. Well, who's to say that it won't? And it probably will, because things are just getting crazier and crazier. So we need to be more and more in prayer, and we need to really discern the times, as my pastor says, and really pay attention to what the voice of God is telling us to do and the clarity that He's giving us for the action that we need to take. And we just need to take it one step at a time, and we need to begin doing something, because pretty soon it'll be too late.